Hey boys and girls, Bo McBrayer here from Fantasy Pros. I'm giving you the best waiver wire additions for week 8. Let's hit it. If you want a chance to win a signed Justin Jefferson Vikings helmet for free, courtesy of our friends at pristineauction.com, all you need to do is head to fantasypros.com/contest, complete the form, and either download the Fantasy Pros Draft Wizard app, leave a review for the podcast, or follow us on X, Instagram, or TikTok at Fantasy Pros. The more actions you complete, the more entries you receive. We will be announcing a winner right here on the podcast. If you're watching on YouTube, be sure to subscribe and turn on those notifications so you can be alerted when new episodes are up and to claim your prize. Let's kick it off. Lucky number 7. Surprise for some people. I'm going out there to get Jalen Tolbert, the wide receiver 2 for the Dallas Cowboys. They just looked awful against Detroit. Detroit just shut them down. Detroit ran it all over them. It was an ugly, ugly loss. You love to see it on Jerry Jones's birthday. As fun as that was, Jalen Tolbert's still a priority waiver addition here. It's still an explosive passing game with Dak Prescott, especially since they don't have any running game to speak of. He's running that Michael Gallup route tree out of the X. They're actually running CeeDee Lamb out of the X a lot more than usual. Jalen Tolbert at flanker or X or on the slot, they move him around a lot. Makes big plays. He's the new Michael Gallup. He makes big plays. He scores touchdowns. He's a quality player. He's made some strides. I'm going out there to get Jalen Tolbert off waivers coming off the bye week. At number 6, another surprise. How about Denver Broncos rookie quarterback, the Oregon Duck, Bo Nix? How about last three games? He had a horrible start to the year. Nobody wanted to play him anywhere. Last 3 games averaging 19 fantasy points per. He's going into a cupcake matchup with the Carolina Panthers. Denver Broncos are rolling on offense. Bo Nix, dual threat. He's got some run to him. He's Sean Payton's Ferris Bueller, a little bit of cowboy in him. He's hitting his stride. Bo Nix is a very intriguing week 8 streaming option for you, for those of you who just kind of ride the wave throughout the fantasy season and get the quarterbacks with the best matchups. Bo Nix is my best streamer for week 8. At number 5 is Chicago Bears 1B running back Roschon Johnson, the Texas alum. He's the Thunder to the DeAndre Swift Lightning. He's versatile too. He can catch passes. He can pass pro. He's a thumper on the goal line. The Chicago Bears offense it's hot and fresh, like Little Caesar off the bye week. We're getting into the part of the season where the Bears it's in put up or shut up time. They're hitting their stride out of the bye week. I think the Chicago Bears really do impress with Roschon Johnson as they give him more work. Swift has been awesome. Roschon is next 1B option in Chicago. I'm gonna be adding Roschon even more in my leagues. Take the guesswork out of waiver wire decisions with Fantasy Pros Waiver Assistant. Get instant analysis on potential moves from over 100 fantasy experts. Discover both the weekly and rest of season impact for every waiver ad. Visit fantasypros.com/myplaybook or download the Fantasy Football My Playbook app to optimize your roster today. Final 4, let's get into it. Number 4, Romeo Doubs, University of Nevada, Reno. He was part of the Wolf Pack. He's a great player. He is the X receiver in Green Bay. Jaden Reed is the slot guy that moves around a lot. They got Christian Watson. They got Dontavian Wicks. This team is loaded with weapons, but only one guy has that mind meld with Jordan Love, and that is Romeo Doubs. He's great down the rail on go routes. He runs those hook routes along the sidelines. He's actually getting better at running those in-breaking routes too. Romeo Doubs is a sleepy little pick off waivers that nobody really is paying attention to, and he scores touchdowns. This Green Bay Packers offense is high-powered. They have all the weapons. They're always going to be in scoring position, and when they get down close to the goal line in that red area, it's going to be Romeo Doubs who gets a lot of looks from Jordan Love. At number 3, the Los Angeles Chargers have J.K. Dobbins. Gus Bus is out of commission. Bring in the rookie from Troy, Kimani Vidal. Kimani Vidal is a versatile speedy, powerful, bowling ball shaped, young J.K. Dobbins clone. They love Dobbins. I love Dobbins. Dobbins is one of the best running backs to come out of college in a long time. He's dealt with all sorts of serious injuries. He's looked pretty good this year, but Kimani Vidal is going to be the guy who comes and spells J.K. Dobbins in this Jim Harbaugh rambling wreck, run heavy offense. It's a super friendly offense for running backs. Kimani Vidal is the RB2 in Los Angeles with Gus Edwards on the shelf. It's easy to get Kimani Vidal on waivers. He's barely rostered on Yahoo leagues. He's going to have a huge role in this offense. We saw it in his first NFL touch, wheel route. Justin Herbert dropping dimes down the rail, and then Vidal takes the rest for the 35-yard touchdown. What a great player. If you don't know, you're going to know. Kimani Vidal is a great pickup off waivers this week and for the rest of the season. At number 2, he's back. We are expecting, according to reports, to get Tua Tagovailoa back off of the injured reserve. He has a whole team of doctors and neuroscientists in his corner saying that, hey, man, if you want to go out there and keep playing football, good on you. You're not going to, I mean, obviously there's a risk of re-injury with what we've already seen from Tua, but he is the ultimate catalyst. Have you ever seen an offense as explosive with a quarterback, and then be completely at the basement of fantasy scoring and point scoring without their quarterback? The ultimate catalyst. With Tua, this team with Cheetah, Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, a dynamic duo. They have Devon Achane. They have Raheem Mostert. Tua activates all of those guys. They go from the basement to the penthouse instantly. When they add Tua Tagovailoa back to the fold, Mike McDaniel gets to pull out his bag of tricks and get into it, dig around a little bit, get the timing back. They were running Snoop Huntley and Tim Boyle out there. Goodness gracious, Miami. I am so excited to report Tua Tagovailoa is expected to be back in week 8, because if you get him on waivers, where I've been telling you to stash him for a couple weeks, because even though you don't usually stash quarterbacks, this is the exception. Tua is coming back. He's going to spark this offense like no other. Go and get him, please. And at number 1, due to a lack of everything else available, we're going back to the well. We're going to re-pick up Jauan Jennings. And Jauan Jennings had his gigantic performance earlier in the season with Deebo Samuel out on the in the injury report. Well, Deebo was ill, and Brandon Ayuk just looked like he suffered a very serious knee injury. He's probably not coming back anytime soon. Who's left? We got George Kittle, maybe Christian McCaffrey soon. We don't know. Brock Purdy without his Autobots, his Transformers out there, the superstars, looked awful. And it's obvious. Any quarterback who loses all of his great weapons is not going to be as good. But Jauan Jennings is a lunch pail guy. Great blocker, good route runner. He's tough after the catch. He is going to be the reason why you want to still play Brock Purdy. Jauan Jennings has a lot in his tank. If he can stay healthy, this is going to be the one exception of the 49ers' downfall in motion. It's already underway. Jauan Jennings is a fantasy viable player, and he is my number 1 waiver addition for week 8. We already saw him do it, and then we dropped him. And then we went back and got it. We're going to get him back, because who is left? We don't know. The 49ers don't have much left. It's going to be hard. And how about a bonus pick? We can't just have 7. We can't just have 7. How about going out there, despite having Devontae Adams back? It didn't go so well for the New York Jets on Sunday night. Pittsburgh Steelers, I got to tip my cap to them. They look good. Russell Wilson looks great. So how about oh, everybody's going to go out there and get Aaron Rodgers now that they have Devontae Adams on the team. No, nay. How about we go get Dangerous Wilson? Russ Wilson, I didn't see it coming. I thought Justin Fields was by far the better player. Well, color me surprised. Russell Wilson was a baller against a very game New York Jets pass defense. Russell Wilson out there with 3 touchdowns, 2 passing, 1 rushing. Baller status in his Pittsburgh Steelers debut. Maybe it's just the Steelers are good. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe the Steelers are good, and you should go out there and get Russell Wilson off waivers. I never thought I'd say it this year, but yeah, go get Russell Wilson. He's my bonus pick. We just saw him on Sunday night light it up against a very good defense. So that's my bonus pick. Join me next week. Fantasy Pros, like, subscribe. You know the drill. See you next time.